Today we're going to talk about the mirrorless Marvel versus mirrorless monster. So sit back and relax and let's get into the video. Yes, Canon is releasing their brand new EOS R5 full frame camera with high spec. It's going to destroy all the cameras in the market. Let's get into the details first. First one is got high speed continuous shooting in 8K recording. Great, in this small camera 8K, fantastic. They got newly developed CMOS sensor. Even my EOS R don't have the new developed CMOS sensor because it's brand new sensor. Let's go. This camera can shoot 12 frames per second using mechanical shutter, 20 frames per second using electronic shutter, or you can say silent mode. Like the Alpha A9 Mark II can shoot same as this one. It can shoot 20 frames per second in silent mode also. This is the first camera is going to come out with the IBIS in-body image stabilizer. Good. That is not good, that is great, because Canon body have IBIS plus their RF lens have IS. Is going to join together and give us a great outcome when we hold in our hands. Great, isn't it? Next, it's got dual media card slot, which means you're going to use two cards. We don't know what are the cards yet. I guess it will be one CF Express card or C Fast card and one SD card. If they put two SD cards, that's going to be disappointing for some people, but it is a mirrorless. I think that they're going to put one CF Express or CF card and the other one will be SD card. And the final thing I want to talk about is the body shape. And before that, I want to tell you the feature that they add is the joystick. Traditional DSLR joystick. Yes, joystick. So they add a joystick in it. Instead of the touch bar, multifunctional touch bar from EOS R, they took that one out and they put the joystick in it. It makes much more easier for the photographers to get the focus in. Rather, you touch the screen on the EOS R, you touch the screen and then struggle to get the focus. It's not struggling, it's okay, but you keep touching your eyes and then it's a disturb. So what they done, they get rid of the touch bar and they put the joystick. Makes it easier for the photographers, which is a great thing. Another thing I want to talk about is the joystick. If you see on the 90D or like here, if you see on the 90D, you got the joystick here and the scroll wheel. And the scroll wheel here, much more easier for us to change from one photo to another photo or change your white balance, aperture or anything else. As well as the joystick here, which is much more helpful for the photographers or videographers to get, not the videographers. It's much more easier for the photographers to get focus from one point to another point. They got rid of the touch bar from this camera, which is okay. That is slightly helpful for me. For others, is annoying thing. Okay, at least Canon improved that on this side. In this camera, at least they made it slightly like a DSLR, slightly like a mirrorless, and mixed them together. I have some questions that I can ask and maybe I can get some answers by my own. Let's see the questions. Does this shoot 4K at 120p? I saw that in rumor page, but I'm not sure because Canon haven't announced it yet. Does it have crop in 8K? Because in my EOS R does have a crop when I shoot in 4K. Does this have 24 FPS? Does that camera comes with 24 FPS? We don't know yet. Okay, obviously we know this camera have C-Lock. Definitely every single Canon camera have C-Lock apart from 90D. 90D doesn't have C-Lock. I have to find a way to put this C-Lock in this camera. But in my EOS R we have C-Lock there. But on this one, are we gonna get 10-bit C-Lock recording? We don't know yet. But I hope we will get it. Next, let's explain the body shape of it. If you see the Canon EOS R and EOS R5, it is slightly different. You can't find much of the same. It is slightly different. If you see the EOS R5 body, you can see on the screen now, the top of the EOS R will look like a 1DX, and the entire body shape of the EOS R5 looks like EOS R. If you see the back of the camera, there is a look of a 5D series because it's got the joystick, scroll wheel system, and the button functions, custom button functions are slightly same as 5D series or Canon. And I would say 70% of this camera looks like EOS R, 10% of this camera looks like 1DX, and 20% of this camera looks like 5D cameras. And another thing is coming up to my mind is the battery and battery grip. What battery they going to use? I guess they're going to use the LP E6N batteries, which I use in my EOS R. Maybe they can come up with a new battery because it's a new camera. I think that's the one that they're gonna use, and battery grip is gonna be the same. I guess if the size is same and the look is same, definitely the EOS R battery grip will be the one for it. Right, like I told you at the beginning, I got another camera that I can compare with this EOS R5 is Lumix S1H. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, S1H. That's the one I said, the mirrorless monster. Okay, let's read the spec of it and then we'll see was it gonna match with the EOS R. I think the Lumix S1H is the correct opponent for the EOS R5 because the Lumix S1H have 35 full frame sensor with dual ISO system. Yeah, so the advantage is going to the Lumix because it's got dual ISO system. Next, the autofocus. Yeah, Lumix is going down again because Lumix doesn't have a great autofocus like Canon. Canon have their own dual pixel autofocus, but Lumix have their contrast detect autofocus. Okay, this is where Lumix is coming back. 5-axis dual image stabilizer. They already have 5-axis stabilizer in their bodies, and Canon is entering inside the mirrorless market with IBIS now, right? Next, that one have 6K 10-bit recording, no crop at 24 FPS, and they have another option for cinema. It's for anamorphic at 24 FPS as well. So no crop in 6K, that is fantastic to hear. But what the thing is, we don't know that there's gonna have the EOS R5 gonna have crop in 8K or not. In this case, EOS R5 is taking the lead because EOS R5 have 8K recording. As you know, Lumix have their own lock system, which is V-lock, which is great for color grading and fantastic for if you're doing cinema with it. Obviously that's basic cinema camera, we can say. It's not basic, this medium level cinema camera. Well, the filmmakers love it. And another big thing is the size of it. If you see the Lumix S1H, it looks like a Canon DSLR size body because it's got fan inside. It's got fan vents to prevent the camera from getting hot, because the Lumix S1H have 6K recording on it, so the processor will get hot. So you need something to cool down the processor and the camera, so the Lumix S1H have it. And my question, where is the fan vents in EOS R5? So is the camera gonna get hot or not? So that's it for today about the EOS R5. Don't forget to subscribe it, like it, and share it to your friends who interest on EOS R system or any camera. Just send this to them and then wait for my other videos. Stay tuned. Bye bye.